Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Houston Cougars. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? We start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Gonna run it. It's Jenkins.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Single back, takes the handoff. Stop right there at the line, no gain.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled them at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Defense is coming after him. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, and you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
That one lands and bounces out of bounds. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Stone. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. And now the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? He's found some room with the 45. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, there's a great example of a defense selling out to stop a third down and short. At 3rd and 2, looks like they put everybody up near the line of scrimmage, and when the back got free, he's able to go and pick up huge yards because there's no safeties back there to slow him down.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Mustangs are in the red zone now. He'll hand it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important second down play coming up. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Dropping back. It's Stone. Tries to get it to the running back. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. No huddle now for the offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. After second effort, he's brought down, but it's past the mark.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. You stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Boy, wide receiver screen could be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And they're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll run it here. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Trying for a 4th down completion. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Looking to throw. It's Stone. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
It's an option look. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that one.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, SMU. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
How about that one, Chris? The big man goes up, shows his skills to come up with that interception, and then the athletic ability to run it back for a touchdown. The big guy can move.
Point after, not quite through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Houston's offense heads back out of the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Ball handed off. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half, and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
He makes the grab. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Good catch just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. It's a nice play by the quarterback and wide receiver there.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. It's a fumble. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this 1st down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Motion now from the tight end. Trying to find some room. It's Jenkins. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the option play. Misses the receiver. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And that one's picked off. What a play. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
An inside give now from the shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34. And the Mustangs will crank up the tempo. Scanning the field. It's Stone. Pressure is coming. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made down inside the 20. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Man, that is a big play by this offense. Now they move the ball into the red zone. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you better be ready because the momentum that they've created, they're probably going to take a shot to the end zone right here.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Trucks through the defender. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ponies. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. It's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Bringing pressure. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And now from the pistol formation. First down. Looking to throw the football. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on second down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings or formations, and try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Now it's second down here. To the air. It's Stone. The pocket breaking down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. The DB is backing off from the line now. It is third down and forever. He'll look to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The Mustangs Mustangs will line up to punt it away. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. And they'll down the ball just inside the 35. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Play action here on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep shot caught inside the 25. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The back's got it. Fighting him off. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Dropping back, it's Stone. The pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. Receiver makes the catch. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Looking for his big tight end. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
They'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Here's the second down play. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third down, he drops to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Jenkins. And they wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a first down. Offense in hurry-up mode. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Extending the play now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Houston has moved into the red zone. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Young. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. This Houston offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give me credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Automatic to the PAT. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Stone. Here's the throw deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Singleton. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Quarterback's got it on the option. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Quick completion to the tight end. Breaking free at the 35. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Lets it go as he's being hit. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against the deep ball and man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. He turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
Offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for the wide out. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Houston. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Back to throw. It's Stone. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Looking to pass here on second down. Short throw complete to the tight end. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. A new set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out in the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense hurting itself with a penalty. First down and 20. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The sure hands. It's Maryland. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. but instead they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And he knocks that one right through. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Houston's offense heads back out onto the field now. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver. And the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Catch is made down the middle. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back.
On the junior, gets home making a sack there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And the Mustangs looking to cash in here in the red zone. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar.
The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Snap, hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Here comes a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Getting set. Here's second down.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. And the offense now operating in the red zone. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Timeout called by the defense. They go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The shotgun handoff here. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. As the first down is still going. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
The course in the playoffs is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger.